Hey, this is John. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Mechanical Mastery. In the last episode, we set up these pulverizers to try and get us more sulfur dust. But that just is not working out. We cannot produce sulfur dust fast enough without spamming these a lot, because the pulverizers are simply too slow. This induction smelter is keeping up fairly well. He can do a lot of sulfur pretty fast to keep up with even 4 of these fully maxed out pulverizers. But we just can't get them to pulverize sulfur fast enough. And we can't do any better on our reagent for increasing our sulfur production either. So our best bet is simply to try and speed them up with the watch the flowing time. So let's see if that works. No, 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 don't turn on. There we go. You right click him, okay. Wow, that guy is super hard to break. We might just pick you up with carry on. So here is my thought that we could put this guy, 1, 2, 3, maybe one more over. This guy here, and this should basically cover. Oh, it wouldn't cover the edge, would it? Oh no, it does. It does. Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. There we go. And he doesn't go too far above, so yeah, that looks right. So this would cover this entire platform. So hopefully this means we can speed up any machine down here and it wouldn't affect anything else. That's what I'm looking for. So let's see what we can do here. I have taken down that system. I put all its components over here, so we'll set him back up, soon. In fact, I'm curious, how's our iron doing? Iron is okay right now with the other guy working, but we'll fix him later if we need to. So let's start by simply trying to put this pulverizer somewhere over here. Let's give him an energy card, and let's give him his item cards. And there we go. He starts right back up again. That's good. Let's see about speeding him up, though. So as soon as I do that, he's going to run out of energy. It was a lot faster, though, so that's cool. Turn him off, and he should be fine again. So where is that thing? This guy. The localized time destabilizer. Let's replace you with you. And now we should be able to do this. And if we do this, yeah, now your problem is you can't keep up with the sulfur. Let's give you more sulfur at a time. If we give you 8, okay, there we go. And now you basically, yeah, you can do like 2 at a time. So we could, wow, sometimes even more. Let's see here. What happens if we do, I don't know, you know what? He's out of sulfur up here, isn't he? Wow, we've got lots of sulfur dust, though. Okay, honestly, this is perfect because he now keeps up just fine. So this one guy keeps up. So we now need to limit the other guy by whether or not, by whether or not that we have enough sulfur dust in the system, not whether we have enough sulfur. So let's say that he has to work if we have less than this much sulfur dust in the system. That way, he'll stop, and these guys won't need to work at all. Okay, let's see if that works for keeping up with our sulfur production. So he's going down right now, and that's to be expected because he isn't going. But as soon as he does, what's going to happen? It looks like this is still stabilizing. Yeah, so this guy can still keep up with him without any augments. So we can get rid of this one, and this one, and that should work just fine. Okay, there we go. So we'll just put those guys away, and we'll see if that works out. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that is finally enough sulfur production to keep things going. How are you doing? You look like you are increasing on sulfuric acid. If that's the case, then we are now producing enough sulfur dioxide to keep up with both our production of fissile fuel and our production of sulfuric acid for the enriched bacillic reagent. Yeah, you are full. You are full. And so this guy is simply producing faster than he needs to be. Let's see, you've got 8 upgrades. If we go to 6, what happens? Okay, 6 and he backs up. That's what I thought. So put that back in you. And there we go. System is fully stabilized right now. And I hope that means there's plenty of fissile fuel to keep this running. Yeah, in fact, he is almost back stuff. He only has 1,000 more buckets of fuel before he back stuff. So we're doing very well on fissile fuel. Okay. I'll probably go ahead and move these machines down there as well, and we can make these way faster too. I would need more of those augments. There is another one that is similar to this that might help us too. There is, what is that called? It's still called an augment, but this guy, the high flux RX coil. This would give you a 6x transfer. And if we had those, that might work as well. Because this guy, let's see here, the use doesn't say what he does, but oh, here it is. Okay, so he has a 2x power. He lowers the amount of energy he uses as well, so that's helpful. And the transfer is 20x, so we can transfer much more power into him than we were before. So that is very helpful too. This guy is the best guy, obviously, but this guy could be useful too. But all of this is simply ether gas, which we have tons of. So I probably won't make these, although I didn't even think about, you know, trying them before, but these would have been useful just for time and bottle stuff. So whatever. I would like to add some more water to be able to burn the max burn rate for this, so I may put some more pipes over here. In fact, I probably definitely will, but that'll be for a little bit later. I did change this setup a little bit. I took him out of the 4 because it was hard to get down there and see what was under there with him in the 4. I like my 2 4-piece under. I don't have 3. I don't want to go down in the 4 and then have something in there. So this guy is now at 80 billion forge energy. Not exactly our high point, but it's doing well. But I set up, this is the input from the steam turbine. Now I have 2 output networks. I've got I have the power network and the supercritical phase shifter network. I did this mainly so I could see exactly what our machines are using, because all of our machines are on this network. So this is a measure of how much power just our machines are using. Because if you put them together, well, this just dwarfs everything, and it just says, here's about 3 million RF per tick. Well, okay, sure, but, you know, what are our machines using, and what can I easily allocate to the machines, or this guy, outside of what our machines need? So this gives me a better idea of exactly how much our machines are using. It looks like we're using an average of 140,000 RF per tick. So that's a lot for our machines. So, but not a big deal for us given our current power. We've got a lot of backup of polonium. We could take care of that real quick. Just bypass that limit and watch this go down. I'm not sure why it just spawned a wither, but just killed him too. So yeah, that's odd. I'm not sure why it would have done that. Um, I named all of the flux points and flux plugs so I can tell what they are and what they're doing. So that was helpful. I didn't realize how many I had. I got rid of one of them and put them on the laser arrow network. But over here, I can now tell all of my connections. I've got my Wither Killer, and Wither Killer and Wither Gas are set to the high priority. Refined Storage is the next highest priority, and then Laser IO after that. So we want to keep these guys running absolutely. These are the most important things. This thing, in fact, realistically, the Ether Gas setup does not have witherproof blocks, so I should actually make him an even higher priority. So let's make the Wither Killer a 500 priority. There we go. There we go. Ether gas is the highest priority, since if he escaped there, he would, run around my base and do damage. I have most of my chunks claimed, so that's not a big problem. This chunk is not claimed, so if he got over there, that'd be a bad thing. And if this guy got free, he's got those blocks there, so he shouldn't be able to get free, but, just in case. So, most important, second most important, third most important, fourth most important. Everything else is just a 0. So, and I can switch over here to the crystallizer. Yeah, that's not important either. So, we'll do that when we can. Alright, there we go. I think our stuff is now more or less stable on this, which is nice. So, what are we going to do with the rest of the episode? Well, if we go over here, we might see that we actually have an antimatter pellet. And we almost have enough for one more. But here we go. Our first antimatter pellet. Quest complete. Nice. So we can go get 2 more as a reward. That's also very nice. I forget how many of these that we need, but there's this creative chemical tank, which requires 6. So once we get 6 of these, we should be able to get unlimited antimatter, and this guy will no longer be needed at all. So we're close to the point where we won't need this or this big complicated setup anymore. But we're not there quite yet. So, okay, we'll go ahead and chuck these away for now. Let's go back to the quest book. What are we going to do today? Well, we do need to make these ultimate singularities. We might look into what it takes to craft one of those. So, an ultimate singularity, and we need to make a singularity for each of these. So we're going to need like tons of resources for all of this stuff. Bronze, electrum, invar, steel. We need 1,000 of each of these resources. I don't know if we have 1,000 of basically every ingot. We definitely have enough to get the lapis one. How do we make one of those? We need a quantum compressor. So let's get one of those and see what we can do with that. We may need to make more than one of these, so let's make a pattern for him. So there we go. This is a quantum compressor. It requires black iron. We need elite components and elite catalysts. So let's get one of those. I'm going to make ultimate, but not elite. Okay. Alright, well, we need to know how to make elite catalysts. Require elite components. Need to know how to make black iron slate. I think we already know how to make those. And then I think we need to know how to make that. I think that probably looks good. Let's try that and see what happens. So here's a component, here's a component, here's a component, and here's a thing that I want. So can I make a quantum compressor? It says yes, I can. Alright, there we go. 1 quantum compressor. Alright, so does he need power? I assume that he does. Yeah, he needs power. And I pick you up with a wrench. Any wrench. I can rotate you with this wrench. Alright, we'll just get a pickaxe. So, let's just chuck you down, I don't know, here? Sure, why not? Let's take these cards out. I don't need those cards in there anymore. Alright, you now have 10 million forge energy inside you, so that was a lot, but should be fine. And you got those, but still creation you because of that thing. And where are you getting items from? Oh, from him. Stop it, please. Okay. Alright, we actually did want lapis in him, so that's actually fine. But I don't want it coming from there, I want it coming from the system. So, that is what I want in there, just, I didn't mean for him to come from there. So, okay, so how do you use this thing? I want this guy. We need an ultimate catalyst. And my understanding is you only need one of these, and then 1,000 of these to get one. So, I guess that means we would put a crafter here? Let's see about getting an iron crafter and see if this would work to make one of these guys. Let's try that out. Okay, so let's say that I hope you can input from the back. Let's get you an output card. And you need to be an extract round robin on channel 2 of that. I don't know if you're going to need a filter. He may only extract from this slot. I'm not sure about that. We'll find out soon. Let's make a pattern for this guy. Okay. And it is... Huh. You can only put in 9 stacks. That is... I don't think that's enough. Let me do the math real quick. Yep, that won't work. That would only be 576, and we need almost twice that many. Alright, how are we going to automate the production of this then? I'm going to have to think about that, but this is not going to be the way we do that. So, alright, well, never mind that for now. I'm thinking we could just dump material into a chest and then transfer that when we want one of these. So we have a, I don't know, a chest full of lapis, and then when we have a redstone signal, you insert into here. We may need one of these like dedicated for every resource, or maybe, you know, 4 or 5 resources. So we'll see. For now, let's try to get one of those ultimate components. Is it a catalyst? Maybe it's a catalyst. I hope it's a catalyst. And let's see what happens. So I put that in there. Yeah. We are trying to make that guy. So all we need is more lapis. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Alright, has enough lapis now. I wonder if it gives off any redstone signal. Let's get a comparator and see if it gives us any signals about anything. Doesn't from that face. What about other faces? Nope, guess not. Okay. Well, we'll have to figure something else out for this then. Limited input. That's interesting. I guess we can unlimited that. Okay, so when you finish, what happens? He didn't take the lapis out. That was nice. He did take that out. So that's good. Okay, we do have one of these lapis singularities. Okay, there we go. the first one of those. And all we need now is 16 more of somethings to make one of these ultimate singularities. Alright, I'm going to have to think about how we can automate this a little bit, and we'll do that maybe next time. So, I think for now it's wrapping up point for today's episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment, maybe subscribe, or hit that like button. There's lots of options. Pick your favorite. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.